Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, and we are still helping Thranduil and the elves of Felegoth. So we are trying to lay a trap for a spider known as Iphantemel. And we need to collect the sap from corrupted horns around the forest. That's what we gotta do. On top of that, we also gotta find some orcs, but it seems we have not yet come to that area of the woods. And after that, we will make our way to the harbor docks of Loeglond, as we continue investigating the Bogdatish, the mysterious artifact the Gurshuil are looking for. But for the time being, a corrupted horns. There's a small area in which you can find them, so that's where we're headed, I guess. And I truly hope after this one, Thranduil doesn't send us on single errands throughout the forest. This later portion of the quests in Erin Lasgalen can get a little tiresome because at first you get many different quests, you have the Black Book of Mordor, and you can advance many different things at once. But at least every time I play it, there comes a point at which you just start getting one quest. So get the quest, get out into the forest, do the objective, go back, rinse and repeat, and taking this trip for just one quest, it gets tiresome. So hopefully this will be the last one. We still gotta complete some extra quests for the deed. We have not completed the deed of the quests in Erin Lasgalen yet, so I hope at some point we'll get to that. Shouldn't be long now. This is in Rovanion. We're missing 5 quests, but I think Loeglond also count for this. So at some point we're bound to finally get it. I think we just gotta cross the bridge once again and then start looking for the horns. We were able to find a couple during one of the previous quests. We should be okay. We gotta keep looking around. Corrupted wolf, corrupted horn. There we go. That's one. Where's that horn? I don't see it. Here. That's two. Let us keep looking. Okay, a third one. Okay, well, at least they are really nicely, tightly packed together. We don't need to run too much looking for them. And hopefully we can keep it that way. Any other horns in here? Or do we need to go to the south and look for them there? Because it seems we have exhausted the horns in this area. Yeah, we went too far to the west, but let us see if we can find the other two horns. And after this one, what? Do we go back to the location in which we laid the trap first and try again? Is that what it is? We'll find out soon enough. One more, just one more. Alrighty. Set up another trap to catch a spider or catch a spider. But this one at least is not that far away. You can just go a little bit to the north and that's it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it seems this is the place, but I don't see where to lay the trap. Oh, come on. Or is this location marked on the map just for funsies? I don't think that's it. I don't think this is the place. Let us try and find the main road and try our luck once again. Yeah, there we go. Is this one going to work? It is not long before you hear something approach. While the spider was too vicious for capture, its legs should provide Thranduil with clues. So back with Thranduil once again. Please, Thranduil, please. No more forays into the forest.
I am convinced this was indeed one of her brood.
Mark the coloring upon this leg. Yes, they are strikingly like the markings upon Iphantemel. I am convinced this was indeed one of her brood. If the pure sap of the cleansed trees does not sate them, they must be driven as much by hunger as by malice.
I bade my chief hunter Thorlind to search for other signs of Iphantemel.
While you sought proof by way of trap, I bade my chief hunter Thorlind to search these woods. He knows so well for other signs of the spider Iphantemel. He too has just returned and bears tidings we should hear.
A word between us then.
Far and wide have I wandered through our woods, and now I well and truly believe the spiders have gone. This should be glad news, but instead it troubles me. At long last, when it was full weary and on the brink of giving up, I happened upon a group of spiders by the banks of the Loeglond, gathering sap from a gnarled and wounded tree. They were too great in number and I dared not go closer, but with your help we might come closer and learn more, either by capture or chase. Alright, fine. But please let it not be that far from Felegoth. I mean, the Loeglond is a big river and it crosses the entirety of the forest basically, but please let it be near. basically where we just were. Great. And I think there is a way to take this shortcut, a direct line between Felegoth and this place, but I don't remember which one it is. So I much rather not try and find it now. I might lose more time that I save. So no, we are sticking to the road yet again. Almost there. At this point, I'm also considering just looking for the orcs to have something else to do before I go back. But the orcs, I think, are actually closer to Loeglond than they are to Felegoth, so I'm gonna hold on to that for a little bit longer. Just once again, looking for the breach, crossing the breach, turning north. How far are we now? Ah, no, we are in the place we need to be. Oh! Didn't realize this guy was a horn. Search for spiders. By the rock low. Oh, there we go. It's not the place, evidently. Find the spiders by the rock low. A spider has noticed you. The wounded spider flees. I didn't see it flee, but let us say it fled. It fled.
There, stranger.
Hold, Beriathan. The spider flees, but look closely. The wound you have given it has, and in return, given us a trail of blood to follow. If we keep our distance, we might follow this fleeing spider back to Iphantemel's den. We go. The turpent trail of blood from the spider continues deeper into the forest, but can you please give me a direction? Torech Emel. Yeah, I thought that was gonna be the case. But maybe if we follow the blood trail, it'll show us a shortcut towards Torech Emel. That's my hope, at least. Yeah, continues deeper into the forest. That I know. Spider blood. Okay. You wanna fight? Completed. Taurogrim Slayer. Okay. 5 LOTRO points and some reputation. Okay. And Taurogrim Slayer advanced. 160 of these guys. Can do that. We're out in the open. The spider trail blood trail is easier to follow now. Hopefully, yeah, this will be a shortcut of sorts. Seems to be. Deeper into the forest. But if you could be a little bit more specific. Like, the trail continues to the west, to the northwest, to the south, something like that, so that we can have a better idea of where to go. You can figure it out, but it can get tricky after a while. Ah, there's spider blood here. So you're gonna, yeah. She climbed down from here. So it's technically a shortcut, sure. But what next? Or spider blood here. As far as this would take us, it seems, because the next spot on the trail, through this opening on the trees. Great. An old rocky path leads downward into a shadow-covered gorge. Torech Emel, and we've already been here. A number of the spiders from Iphantemel's brood have taken refuge in Torech Emel. You should defeat any spiders you come across in there.
Take heed now.
I think we have found what we sought, Beriathan. See how webs entangle the way ahead. Yes, I can even hear her brood moving to and fro down in there. Come. We should report back to King Thranduil. The brood is too much for the two of us alone. Maybe, but allow me. Fight the spiders we need for this. And then I'll be more than happy to go back to Thranduil. Let me go. friggin' webs. You again? We're almost done. You have defeated many spiders in Torech Emel, making the realm of Erin Lasgalen safer. Alright, back to Thranduil it is. And I think this one is indeed gonna be the last one. After this point, I mean, we still gotta find Iphantemel. But I think we're almost done with that quest line. Let us ride.
Torech Emel is where old Iphantemel hides?
I wonder how long the ancient thing has hidden there, where no elf's foot ever treads. She will be on her guard, I do not doubt, but we know she may be provoked. Let us make preparations against her brood.
I deem it best, for now, to station a watch of keen-eyed archers.
No matter how well Iphantemel has defended her den, it lies on the forest's edge and has but one way in or out. I deem it best for now to station a watch of keen-eyed archers in view of it and pin the spiders in where they can do least harm. Will you aid us in this effort, Beriathan?
My archers are setting out at once.
Led by Oroniel. You should join them with all haste.
Thranduil Swiftstream, king of the woodland realm, has at last discovered the hiding place of his old foe, the spider Iphantemel. No, he sets a careful watch upon her lair until such time as she can be dealt with.
Let us speak then, you and I.
Ah, Beriathan, is it not? It is good you have come. Quickly now, we need assistance with these barricades. We must finish constructing them before Iphantemel learns of our plans. Spiders approach. Maybe this would have worked with the quest we just completed, but I wasn't sure, so I preferred to finish that before we started this instance. The spiders have left to regroup. And with that, we construct another barricade. We're ever closer to securing this hold. More spiders approach. Let them come. The movement in the gorge below has quieted. The barricade is constructed. Uh-huh. The spiders do not give up, and neither do I. More of them? Sure. Oh no. Iphantemel, show yourself. Let us finish what feud we began many years ago. I am ready. Thranduil, the spiders retreat. Let me just... Yeah, like this. Much more better.
The spiders retreat!
Has Iphantemel called them to her? I know not. The Old Mother does not wish to fight us any longer, at least for the present, it would seem.
The watch is built and safe.
Come, let us return to Felegoth. I place the path to Torech Emel under the watch of my guards. Let us ride.
With Iphantemel besieged, she must face starvation within or flight.
Or flight onto the battleground of her choosing. Either must be her end. You sound confident. Alright, but yeah, that seems it was the end for Iphantemel's quest line. Shield tactics, tactical mitigation buff. Maybe for tanking. For a tanking build, but I don't have one yet. And until I reach the end game, I don't think I will start working on one, because what would be the point? But now we can go to Loeglond. And we'll defeat the orc kind along the way. I think we'll need to go back to Thranduil to turn in this quest. But then we can take the Varl, and that will be great fun to do. So we just gotta go back to the main road and then turn east. And go into unexplored territory at long last. Just gotta keep an eye open on those orcs. Stupid place. And we should start seeing orcs. Up from this point. Yeah. You did Green Mountains Orc Kind Slayer. 40 of them. And I think the reason why you only need to defeat 40 of them is because this is the only place in which you can reasonably find some of these orcs. I don't remember seeing orcs anywhere else in this area. More orcs in here. And don't worry, we'll get a quest for these injured elves soon. So I guess that's technically when you can complete this without having to go too much out of your way to finish this quest, but better to do it right away. And we can advance this remotely, which is great. You have defeated many orcs in Erin Lasgalen and have assisted the elves in their efforts to restore the forest. Completed! Quests of Erin Lasgalen. Let us see. And you did Quests of the North. Great. So, 5 LOTRO points. Hero of Erin Lasgalen. The title, Virtue XP. You have aided the elves of Felegoth. Determination is now level 56. Quests of Erin Lasgalen. Okay. Perfect. And we just gotta find the road once again and resume what we were doing. And our current level cap is 57, so we're about to cap determination too. I don't think we will be able to cap our 4 virtues before we are done with this level 115 cap. Unless I also have some spare reputation tomes. I'm not sure if I should be using them now or if I should save that for later. Because our level will increase to 120 at some point, but it will stay capped at 120 for a while. And then we'll go into the 130 content, and that's a lot of content on that level range as well. And if we're gonna be capped at level 130, we might we might have enough content to go through to be able to level up at least our core virtues. The question now is... our secondary virtues, what do we do about those? So maybe we should be using these reputation boosts?
The news came. The dragon was slain. There was a king under the mountain, and that day we remembered friendship, grievances, and debt.
Okay, there is a milestone for Loeglond. It's kinda cool to have. It's convenient because there is no stable mastering here, so this and the Varl are the only ways of getting here fast. Many raft-elves sit idly by, morose at their lack of work.
Greetings to you. Are you lost?
Have you become like a Varl upon the forest river, traveling from the halls of the Elven King downriver on your way to Lake Town? But alas, you have fetched up upon the bank, and now it falls to me to dislodge you with my long pole. Hold still, and I will set you going again. Nembadeth laughs merrily. Pardon my jesting, friend, and tell me what brings you to Loeglond. I will set you going again with my words and not my staff, I promise you.
I wish to help you, and help you I shall.
These names are unfamiliar to me, friend. Karasgar, Bugdatish. Blame me for focusing on the river and my duties alone, but such curious words are the province of lords and princes, wizards and adventurers, and not Nembadeth of the raft-elves. Trade is my charge, and in that I excel. Still, I wish to help you, and help you I shall. Most elves have few dealings with the men of the lake, but the raft-elves cannot stand aloof if the trade is to continue. It may be the men of Lake Town know the names you seek, and I can help you gain their good graces. Travel to the front gate of Lake Town and introduce yourself to Barthric. He is one of the guards there, and you will know him by his crimson hair and beard. Tell him you have come from Nembadeth of the raft-elves, and he will see you have whatever information you require. I helped him obtain from Felegoth a present for his young son, and he will help you in memory of my aid. Onward to Lake Town, friend Barrel. I have dislodged you, and with my help, your course will be swift and sure. So the epic for this is merely just a vector to Loeglond so that you remember to visit this place. I mean, you cannot miss it. It's the only way to Lake Town, but there is not much to do in here other than the landscape quests that we are about to begin. This is a very nice area. I think once again the devs did a great job with Loeglond. Because it looks elven, but at the same time it looks kinda different from what we saw in other places like Rivendell, Felegoth, even Lorien. Similar and different at the same time. It's great.
What excellent tidings you bring, friend.
You explain to the despondent elf that King Thranduil has agreed to reopen trade if it can be made perfectly safe. He looks relieved. What excellent tidings you bring, Warden. If we can reopen trade, my king can finally return to the waters. Your aid will help us overcome the many difficulties we now face.
We should begin with troubles along the forest river.
Shipments are sent downstream from Felegoth and then picked up here in Loeglond before being sent off to the Long Lake. Not long ago, shipments began going missing before even reaching us. I suspect orcs are involved. Please do what you can to make the forest river safer for us. Oh.
You there, stranger.
While it is my task to oversee trade in Loeglond, it is all too much for one elf to handle. I have delegated some tasks to Sírithon. He oversees the inventory and storing of provisions within Loeglond's bounds. He has become increasingly agitated of late, convinced that a thief moved somehow undetected among us. I can hardly see how. No wood elf could be a thief. Any dwarf or man would be watched closely enough after Sírithon's talk of thieves, if not before. Would you speak with Sírithon and see if you can put his troubled mind to rest, one way or another?
It is good you are here.
Shipments from Felegoth have not been making it to Loeglond. I believe someone may be stealing them out of the forest river before they reach us. Can I ask you to investigate? Travel along the forest river from here to Felegoth and see what you find.
A word between us then.
I had received reports of orcs coming down from the Green Mountains, disrupting trade along the forest river and attacking any who go to investigate. I doubt they will be any threat to someone as battle-hardened as you, Warden. Would you please take care of these troublemakers?
Let us speak then, you and I.
I sent several of my raft-elves to go investigate the missing shipments from Felegoth, but they have not returned. I fear this is the work of orcs. Please find them and aid them if needed. So you see, this will have you fight the orcs that are located to the north, and also locating those injured elves. And at that time, you can also complete the orc quest that you receive from Thranduil, and that will be more time efficient. Just as I suspected.
Quiet is the forest, loud is the guest, we like to say.
Lorndúr sent you. Did he say he thought I was out of my wits? I tell you, there is a thief. Though I have nothing to prove my convictions as of yet. If only I had time to make a count of provisions. Though trade is stopped, somehow my work goes on. Will you lend me a hand in counting supplies? It's hardly work suited for an adventurer like yourself, but it may lead to us to that thief. And hopefully to some pages. I don't remember if there are pages in Loeglond, but it's worth taking a look at. There should be at least one, I believe. Not everything seems to be in order here. Everything seems to be in order here. Okay. Continue looking. I think we have enough time to do this counting. There were provisions? Alright, I didn't see them. Anything else around here? No? Okay. And we come down here. Here. What else? Anything behind? This one? Would have been nice. But there is not. But this is the exit, the path towards Lake Town. But you still gotta find some of those provisions. I don't get it. How comes I think I thought I had already explored the entire place, but I hadn't. This one can be a little confusing. But there we go. Now this is interesting. No common provisions were taken. They are the first thing a petty Lake Town thief would steal. But sundry items are indeed missing, so my suspicions were no lapse of wits. Forester's axes, rope, lumber, chisels. What do these have in common? Their value is little, they are but tools of our common labor. Strange indeed.
Shaded bough and sunlit leaf.
I will tell you how my suspicions of a thief first arose. Every morning, as I made my rounds, I would find things slightly moved from where they were. So slight was the shifting and rearranging that it only ticked my mind for some days. Then, 2 days ago, I laid a coil of rope in a particular position upon some other tools. The next morning there was no mistaking it. The rope was 2 hands shifted to the side. Therefore, we must conclude our thief steals by night. Come, help me lay a trap. This part I would not dare without your help. First, we must gather supplies and lay them in the unused supply cart. Alright, but I think I'll continue helping you Sírithon on the next one, as well as all the other tasks for Lorndúr. So join me on the next one and we'll do just that. For the time being though, this has been all on today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. I hope you enjoyed and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all and I will see you later.